In this video, we're going to take a look at ratio reasoning. And using that reasoning, we're going to convert between customary and metric units of measure. So first I have 14 yards equals blank meters. And so I find in my table where I'm comparing yards and meters, and you're going to notice that I have two different ways to do this. I can use either one of those choices, and I'm going to get a correct answer, but they're going to be just a little bit different answers because of the numbers and the rounding that happens up here in the table. So first of all, I'm going to compare my yards to meters. And so here I have 1 meter and 1 and 9 hundredths yards. And that gives me 14 yards here. And I'm looking for how many meters I need. So again, I cross multiply. 14 times 1 is 14. So then I would take 14 and divide it by 1 and 9 hundredths. And that would give me 12 and 84 hundredths meters. And then if I switch to the other way of converting, where I'm using my 1 yard, that means I'm going to have my meters to yards. And that gives me 1 yard here and 91 hundredths meters. Still looking for the number of meters, but this time my 14 is going to go here, cross multiply. And so I would take 14 multiplied by 91 hundredths, and I would get 12 and 74 hundredths meters. So again, you're going to see that they are very close to one another, but again, just a little bit different. And either answer is correct. So in this problem, I have 26 meters equals blank feet. So in my table, I need to figure out where I'm comparing feet and meters, which would be right here. So again, I can set up my two different proportions. And here I would have, I'm comparing meters to feet. And so in setting that up, I have 1 here and 3/10 here. Again, I have 26 meters over blank feet because that's what I'm trying to find. Cross multiply, 26 times 1 is 26. So I'm going to take 26 and divide it by 3/10. And that gives me 86. And then my sixes are repeating. And so I can, if I'm going to round, I would say 86 and 67 hundredths feet. And then if I look at my other one here and use that, I'm going to compare my feet to my meters. And that would give me 1 meter here and 3 and 28 hundredths feet here. And again, I still have 26 meters, and I'm still looking for how many feet that I'm going to need. So I cross multiply, take 26 and multiply it by 3 and 28 hundredths. And that gives me a total of 85 and 28 hundredths feet. So again, answers are very close. Either one of them are correct. So now I have 13 ounces, trying to figure out how many grams that I need. So in my table, I need to find that, and that is right here. And so again, I'm going to compare ounces to grams. And in doing that, gives me 1 gram here and 0.035 ounces here. And again, I have 13 ounces, and I'm looking for how many grams that I have. So again, cross multiply. 13 times 1 is 13. So then I'm going to take my 13, divide it by my other number here. And that would give me a total of 371 and 43 hundredths grams. And then if I use the other uh, comparison there, I would compare my grams to my ounces. And in that one, that would give me 1 ounce here and 28 and 35 hundredths grams. And again, I'm looking at 13 ounces. Still trying to figure out how many grams that is. So I cross multiply. So I'd multiply these two numbers together, and that would give me a total of 368 and 55 hundredths grams. So in this problem, I have 26 grams equals blank ounces. So again, need to find where my grams and ounces are being compared, which would be right here. So I'm going to set up my grams to ounces, and I would have 1 ounce here and 28 and 35 hundredths here. Again, I have 26 grams, so my 26 grams would go there, and I'm looking to see how many ounces I have. So I multiply 26 times 1, I get 26, divided by 28 and 35 hundredths, and I get a decimal of 0 and 92 hundredths, and that's rounded, and that would be ounces. So again, looking at the other way to set this up, I could set it up as ounces to grams, and that would be 1 gram here, and then my 35 thousandths ounces here. And again, still have 26 grams, and looking for how many ounces that would be. And again, cross multiply here. So we take 26 and multiply it by this number, and that would give me a total of 0 and 91 hundredths ounces. Here I have 42 kilograms equal to how many pounds? So again, need to figure out where I'm comparing kilograms and pounds, which would be right here. Again, set up my proportion, and 1 pound equals 45 hundredths kilograms. I have 42 kilograms, and I'm trying to figure out how many pounds I need. So again, cross multiply would give me 42, and I would take 42 divided by my 45 hundredths, and that would give me a total of 93 and 33 hundredths pounds. If I set up the other one, that would be pounds over kilograms. And so I would put my 1 kilogram here, and that'd be 2 and 2/10 pounds. Again, still looking for how many pounds I have. I have 42 kilograms. So I cross multiply. 42 times 2 and 2/10 gives me 92 and 4/10 pounds. Here I have 120 pounds, and I'm looking for how many kilograms that is. So again, right here. And so this time, pounds to kilograms. And again, 1 kilogram is 2 and 2/10 pounds. And I have 120 pounds, and I'm trying to figure out how many kilograms I have. So again, cross multiply 120, and then I'm going to divide that by 2 and 2/10, and that gives me a total of 54 and 55 hundredths kilograms. Now, if I look at it the other way, then I would have my kilograms compared to my pounds. And doing that, 1 pound is 45 hundredths kilograms. So again, still have 120 pounds, looking for how many kilograms that I need. So if I cross multiply, it'd be 120 times 45 hundredths, and that gives me a total of 54 kilograms. So here we kind of have more of a story problem type. It says Rose drove 175 miles to visit her grandparents. how many kilometers did she travel? So we're comparing the 175 miles and we're trying to figure out how many kilometers that is. And so when I look over here at my table, I am looking at miles and kilometers, which would be right there. So if I start off, I have my miles and I have my kilometers, and it says that 1 kilometer is 62 hundredths miles. I have 175 miles, and I'm trying to figure out how many kilometers that is. And so I cross multiply, that give me 175. I'm going to divide that by 62 hundredths. And in doing that, that would give me 282 and 26 kilometers. Now, if we set it up the other way, then we're going to have kilometers to miles. And again, 1 mile is 1 and 61 hundredths kilometers. I still have my 175 miles, trying to figure out my kilometers. So again, cross multiply. So I take 175 multiplied by 1 and 61 hundredths, and that gets me a total of 281 and 75 hundredths kilometers. Next one here. Frank weighs 165 pounds. What is his mass in kilograms? Again, here's my 165 pounds, and I'm converting it to kilograms. So when I look over here, I have my pounds and kilograms. So again, pounds to kilograms. If I have 1 kilogram, and I have 2 and 2 tenths pounds. In my problem, I have 165 pounds. Figure out how many kilograms that is. So again, if I cross multiply, it gives me 165, and I'm dividing it by 2 and 2 tenths, and that gives me 75 kilograms. And if we set it up the other way, then I would have my kilograms to my pounds, and I know that 1 pound is 45 hundredths kilograms. And I know that I have 165 pounds, trying to figure out how many kilograms I have. So again, if I cross multiply, that would give me a total of 74 and 25 hundredths kilograms.